Good afternoon, people. Good evening, people. As I get here, on my daily curl shit. Well, some power, Uncle Dave. You know, as I've been following on the Logical channel, and at one time, I'm gonna tell y'all, I didn't have a lot of the beliefs I had in my head. You know, damn, this is a good damn cigar. I'm gonna have to get these XOLs more often. Good damn cigar. Sweet too. But I didn't have all the beliefs and stuff I had at first. And at one time, for me to think that a lot of the black women that were, when I used to see black women, I used to have a lot of admiration and love and respect for a lot of black women. I still do for some. But I used to, get into bitter arguments with people when I first came on YouTube. And one of those people was Tommy. Because I used to say it was unthinkable to imagine black women betraying brothers like that. I always knew it was black women dating white men and stuff, but I didn't know it was really like that until I got on YouTube. And I didn't notice it then. You know how when somebody tells you when you don't notice something before you get on social media. Now, a lot of the issues we did talk about, interracial relationship, but I didn't know it was that damn bad. And when I sit and look at on the Logical channel, and he have these ones called Divester Babble. Well, you listen to the divestors give a reason why they were white men. And I mean, when you I know, like, don't get me wrong, I know black women with white dudes, and they not even on that kind of shit. They not even on that kind of shit. See, that's not what I'm tripping off of. I'm not tripping off a black woman with a black man, because I know couples like that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them. But when you start listening to these straight divestors, and you listen to all the nonsense and stuff, they come out, a lot of this shit is treasonous and dangerous. A lot of this shit is dangerous because they get a narrative that every black man ain't about shit. But then, when you straight up follow these women, and some of these women I've seen before, then they come back like it was a chick a couple years ago, and she was like hardcore divester, had a white dude, used to talk all that rhetoric about black men, hatred for black men, like a motherfucker, had 2 biracial kids with this white dude. She said she would rather be a white man hoe than a black man white. And I happened to, after that, I just tucked in and heard other black women say the same phrase. So I was like, man, this shit is crazy. So a couple years later, like that was in 2010 when I first came on the scene on YouTube. And then you give it like almost 9 years later, she on some completely different shit. She ain't even on no direction shit. She ain't even on nothing. Then I wonder what made her change all her rhetoric. She got a whole completely new, she do skits and shit with her biracial kids and shit. So I'm like, damn, she don't talk about the same rhetoric no more and all that and stuff. Just completely new motherfucker whole damn thing channel. So I'm like, damn, what made her? She ain't even talking about that stuff no more. Then I just, then trip off of her, moved on from her channel. Like, huh, baby, this she didn't say nothing that she wasn't with that dude, but she was doing skits with her kids. Okay, cool. So I just happen to be, when you get up, pull up somebody's channel, the algorithm send you more and more of their videos. You all know that. So she had another channel, and she had a black dude on it. I'm like, so her and the black dude and the kids, the biracial kids, and she was pregnant again. But this time with the black dude's baby. And I said in the comments, I'm an asshole like that. I said in the comments, oh, I guess you gave up on divesting her. And she didn't say nothing. So she blocked my comment. And see, what I realized, a lot of these divestors and shit, they'll have talk about how much they love being in a biracial relationship, they married and shit like that, and talk all mad shit about black men. Talk all mad shit about us. And then, only for years down the line, they'll come back and reinvent themselves on some pro-black shit. Act like they ain't never talked about black men, said wicked shit about black men. You had some of them even come back and have fake ass apologies and shit, which I'm just keep it real. Some of the shit that some of y'all black women that divested said when y'all do the reach back, just unforgivable. We can't forgive you for it. I don't give a fuck. And people say, man, y'all can't forgive and just move on. No, man, you just can't. You can't. Because them women are coming back because they failed over on that side. And see, the thing is, when you sit up here and go on white supremacist lines and on white supremacist lives and shit, and as they disrespect, say all kind of N-words about black people, and you sitting up there laughing about that shit as a black woman, making it light of it and shit, about him saying shit about black men being slaves and shit, and stamping us and exterminating black men and shit. You sitting up there, and then when they start saying they're gonna exterminate the black boys, and the black women was like sit up there and then say nothing but laughed at that shit. And then I said, when you got some women that's doing that kind of shit, and then they try to come back on some pro-black, no, that's unforgivable. That shit is unforgivable. Because you basically saying, it's one damn thing to talk about us men. But kids, little boys, little black boys, man, children, they don't got nothing to do with this shit. Little children, little boys, man, little black boys, they don't got nothing to do with that shit. What do they got to do with that? Leave them fucking out of it. That's what I got messed up. And when that dude said something paramount of killing little boys and shit, I was like thinking, bitch, these bitches got nieces, got nephews and shit like that. And you mean to tell me that's okay for these white supremacist neo-Nazis to kill off your black little boys? Basically, that shit right there, man, unforgivable. It's unforgivable. And then you'll have a teacher come back and say, do the apology tour. And the only reason why they're doing the apology tour is because they failed over there. Them white dudes, like we always say, them white dudes use y'all for sex. They don't be trying to wife y'all ass up because these white boys even said y'all the easiest piece of pussy to get. They don't even have to work for it. That's the fucked up thing is, They said they don't even have to work for the pussy to get ass from y'all. They don't have to buy no Louis Vuitton bags, no Prada bags, no nothing. I said this many of videos, many of guys observe, we observe y'all. And we see y'all paying for white dudes' meals, paying for white dudes living on y'all, paying bills and everything. Those relationships fail. Then you come back to black men. You say you looking for a black man making 6 figures or more because you tired of taking care of men. You don't say white man. If it was a nigga, you say I'm tired of taking care of these niggas. But you just said men. But you didn't want to say white men. You were tired of taking care of white men. So you looking for a black guy that's a provider. You come back over the fence with your biracial kids. Nothing against biracial people. Let me make that clear. My girl is biracial. I'm just saying how y'all black women do. Y'all come back at y'all divestors. I say the divestors, because I ain't going to include every black woman into this group. But y'all come back over the fence and then won't just think shit just supposed to go back to normal about, black men take it back. Y'all, she on pro-black shit, fake pro-black shit, because it's not authentic. Nothing authentic about y'all shit. Because y'all even lie about, even when y'all divest. Even when y'all divest, y'all lie about that shit. Talk about how that man treating y'all. Like the one chick sitting up here talking about black white women, and most of it, I'm gonna tell you another thing with these divestors. They can't keep Becky and Tyrone out their mind when you have an interracial relationship between a white man, a black man, and a white woman. Somehow the divestor will keep the black man and that white woman in their mind, even when they go over the fence to Brad. And I asked them 1,000 questions on why. If you moved on to white men, why do you care where Tyrone dick go in? Why do you care who Becky let her get in her cooch? And see, this why I tell y'all, the divestor and the white supremacists think the same. They think the same, they project a lot, they lie a lot. Because we already know that white man a goddamn lie. His whole life a lie. They lie about everything. They lie about it, and the white men that tell the truth, like, the white men that tell the truth, they in so small numbers, but it don't make a difference because you got majority of white supremacists. So you got a lying-ass black woman and a white supremacist male, a match made in hell. Both of them hate black men specifically. Both of them really, in their union of hatred of black men, will fuel their hatred. But eventually that white man, he eventually gonna tell them how much he hate her, because he ain't getting what flames both of them fury is they see that white man see an attractive white woman with Tyrone. When you see an attractive white woman with a black man, because in both of their minds, Tyrone supposed to be with some fat Becky, some fat out of shape Becky from the trailer park. That's who Tyrone supposed to be with. That's who they picture. That's who a lot of these black women picture in their mind, Tyrone with a big fat white chick. But that's not the case. See, you do have that. I ain't saying you don't have it. But you do. But you have a lot of these brothers that are professionals that got bred with attractive white women. But see, that is such small number, because the truth is, in actuality, it's more black men married to black women than anything. It's 80% of black men married to black women. But it's more unwedded black women than wedded black men. And then you got black men marrying outside over the fence. Yes, we outnumber black women when it comes to dating. We outnumber y'all at that. And the reason why we outnumber y'all at that is because majority of the men that lay up with y'all don't marry y'all. See, this the thing. This the kicker. And so as Willie P, much as I agree with him, I can't agree with him on this one. Media man is right. you got more black women that got children out of wedlock with non-black men than with black men. That account for the 60% of black women with children out of wedlock, and the black men is 40% without children out of wedlock, and black women are a higher number. At one time, they used to think that was black men making all these kids, from Oprah Winfrey Show to Sarah Jessica Raphael to Phil Donahue. Through the 80s on through the 90s, they thought black men was out here laying up and making all these children out of wedlock with black women and accusing us of having children out of wedlock. They accused us of having children out of wedlock, not taking care of our responsibility. All this shit from Oprah, from Sarah Jessica Raphael to Phil Donahue, all this shit created a negative image of light of black men that we didn't deserve. That we didn't deserve. Because y'all black women didn't want to take y'all accountability or y'all responsibility of laying up with not just with Pookie and Ray Ray, but with Brad and Chad and Hassian and Manuel Gonzalez and motherfucking Muhammad at the Arab store and Punjab Patali at the motherfucking liquor store. Y'all didn't want to take them responsibilities of having all these children out of wedlock, so y'all blamed it on us. And we got the bad rap ever since. We got the bad rap for all that shit. Now come to find out the truth, that that's not even true. It's not nothing of shit they've been saying about black men have been accurate. Has been accurate at all. So, black women, y'all owe us an apology. But y'all ain't gonna give us no apology because y'all gonna save face. Y'all gonna save face, stand on their heel. That's okay. Because we all know who the bastard baby makers. Who always been the bastard baby maker globally. Who been the biggest murderer globally. Who been the biggest cutthroat thief, murderer, con man, all this shit, all the negative name, that goddamn white man. That's why I agree with Khalid Sheikh Muhammad when he said the goddamn white man. And every time I say the goddamn white man, I mean it, the goddamn white man. Rest in power, my brother Khalid Sheikh Muhammad. Rest in power, because the white man is the culprit for all the shit that white man you black women lay with. Why y'all sit up here and talk about white supremacy and talk about Becky, y'all laying up right next with the white supremacists. The same motherfucker, if he had a chance to kill you and kill your offspring. But I digress.